What is going on, family? I am very excited today to get into another song from Sofia Isella, and today we're going to be checking out her song, Hot Gum. It has been a while since I've gotten into something from Sofia, but I have had a handful of you guys tell me that Hot Gum, I believe you guys, some of you said that there was very, very little reactions out there. So again, try to show some love and support for Sofia, so we are here back trying to give her some love and some boost to the algorithm. So we are going to check out Hot Gum today. The lyric video, and yeah, we'll get right into it. I always love her stuff. She always has a good conversation to be had with her music. So let's go ahead and just get into it.
I hold soft flames on my tongue and chew on them like chewing gum. They burn the roof of my mouth, but I won't spit it out loud right now. There's an inferno in your mouth, I can tell by the way you smile, like it burns. You press your lips together like you're kissing yourself to stop me from learning. He's a keeper, he's a believer. He's on the ground on his knees in a theater, and he put us in a car. I don't know where we are, but he fell in love with a fever. I can never leave her, I can never keep her. That's what he says to the neighborhood preacher. And he put us in a car. I don't know where we are, but I fell in love with the fever.
Oh my god, man! This one is again. I feel like something about tonight's live stream where we are just diving into other sides of artists that I have not seen yet, and this one is one of those ones for me where this one has got like this energy, man, where I can't even explain it to you, like how this one is kind of making me feel on this one, where I'm like, she has always got like very poetic lyrics in a very unique way of telling the stories that she writes, where she just draws these pictures like in your mind, where like, you know, she again takes you to a place in time where you kind of almost feel like you're there, where you're kind of like seeing it all kind of play out. Like she uses like a lot of metaphors and a lot of different like ways to kind of translate the kind of ideas and thoughts that she's projecting with her lyricism. But I love it, man. She is a great storyteller, and I just love the way that she kind of just translates and just puts out this feminine energy into the world.
Love with the fever. I watch us burn and fall. The heat is 10 feet tall. The potential is bench pressing us into the wall. And the flick of flames weaving through my teeth. If the hot gum were to slip out, where would we be?
Oh my god, she's getting me amped today, man. It's just weird getting these kind of feelings from her, where she is like getting me like wanting to rage, man. Like, oh fuck. Like, I can't explain it. Like, we talked about this a little bit on the last live stream, where I'm a major fan of when all of the emotion is just told through just noise. You know what I mean? Like the little that she's doing. Like that is everything, man. Oh my god. She's this one, I feel like this would have been like the first one I listened to. You know what I mean? I feel like I would have went like way left ways if I would have listened to this one first. But oh my god, I love it. I love like it's what I feel like what's the word that I'm looking for? I probably won't be able to find it. But I love kind of like the way that she is like angry at men, if that makes any sense. Like the way that she writes these stories about these people, or if it's just one person, I don't know. I don't know the specifics of those kind of details, but the way that she writes about it, it's just I feel so empathetic and so sympathetic for it, because I'm like, I know that she's just speaking for so many people. You know what I mean? I know that there's a reason why people connect with this. There's a reason why women feel this way, and I feel like that's why I like her music so much is because I'm like, the things that I feel like I might know as a supportive man in this world, I feel like she only helps like elaborate more of like the thought process, if you will, like only kind of helps give you more of that rest of that picture, no matter which story she's telling and how she's giving it to you. But this one for sure is a fucking banger, for sure. So fire. This part 2 shit.
Your teeth wanna tattle and confess to me. Your molars are complaining, I can hear them weep. Second on fire while you're a liar that says they feel nothing.
Talk to him! Oh my God, girl. Oh, stop it. Air out the dirty laundry! Oh my God. You know how many of you fucking fellas out there try to act like you don't feel shit? You guys are on here. You guys, you're with me, right? If you're here, you're not the one. You're not the one. I know. You're not the one. But you know how many of these guys out there try to act like they don't feel shit and that they're stone cold and that nothing will bring them down? Ooh, tell them, girl! She tells them in all of them, too. Like, you want to act like this is who you are. You want to act like this is how you perceive yourself to the world. And your friends might be fooled, but I'm not fooled by it. Tell them, Sophia. Air that shit out, man. I said in the very first video, I think, either the very first video or the second video I ever did for Sophia, where I made a comparison, where not a comparison, where I'm not even going to compare it. I made the comment about how she airs out guys' dirty laundry in a way that I don't really feel like I've seen other people do the same way. The same way. Not that she's the only person to ever air out guys' dirty laundry, but she's special. And something about her is just different, and I fuck with
it. Your hand is watching mine like an LA hawk. My hand is well aware that it's being stalked. Rinsing a smile while I'm chewing on the flame. Cause I've never been one to ruin a game. He's a keeper, he's a believer. He's on the ground on his knees in a theater. And he put us in a car, I don't know where we are. But he fell in love with a fever. I can never leave her, I can never keep her. That's what he says to the neighborhood preacher. And he put us in a car, I don't know where we are. But I fell in love with the fever. And I watch us burn and fall. The heat is 10 feet tall. The potential is bench pressing us into the wall. And the flick of flames weaving through my teeth. If the hot gum were to slip out, where would we be? Your teeth are on fire. Do you notice? No. Your mouth is burning. Do you notice? No. Your hair burns. My hair burns. Your skin burns. My skin burns. Do you feel anything? No. Do you feel anything? No. If I tell you what I'm thinking, promise you won't tell yourself. If you tell me what you're thinking, I swear I won't tell myself. He's on the ground. He's on his knees. He's a believer. He's on the ground. He didn't listen to the preacher.
Oh my God! Calm down, Johnny. Calm down. It's just a song. It's just a song, but oh my God, guys. All right, where's my phone? This one, we're gonna do it today. This is the first one we've done today. We're gonna put this one on in the playlist on the live stream and the video. Easily my favorite one from her so far. She's got nothing but great music, but this one is just different for me. It's in a whole nother level for me. And Add that to her playlist too. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's in there. Um, to me, I feel like what I took away from this song again, and hashtag Johnny's probably wrong. Um, what I took away from this is like the idea of like liar, liar, pants on fire. You know what I mean? Like your gum, your mouth, your molars, like all this stuff like coming out of your mouth is just hot gum. It's fire. It's lies. You know what I mean? He got on his knees. He didn't listen to the preacher. Like you're kind of like walking through like the relationship. I think like through this entire story where you're kind of that's what I feel like I've drawn a lot from her music. It's like, this like one really like detrimental relationship that she probably had, or maybe multiple. Again, I don't know. But it sounds like she had a really detrimental relationship where like a lot of things were said, a lot of promises were made, a lot of like, oh, I'm this guy, but didn't do that. I tell the preacher like I want to marry this person. She's the one for me. But then like, what happens? How does things play out in the long run? And unfortunately, a lot of times like that is a thing that a lot of times guys do. That this is what I think separates guys from women when it comes to dating in general. Is guys do a lot, not everybody, but a lot of lying to women to try to impress them, to try to be a certain thing, or to try to come across a certain way, so that way all of a sudden you're the keeper now, right? See, I'm drawing some parallels here where women, I think a lot of times are a lot more, I want to say that they're not, I don't want to say that they're not honest, because they are. I think they're very honest, but I think they're also guarded, right? So like as you slowly get to know somebody more, you start opening up more, you become less guarded, right? Guys are just going to come right in and lie to you. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is who I am. This is how I act. This is what I do. This blah, 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 blah. This is how I've been. Like, when's the last time that you talked to somebody in a relationship and you asked them about like their last relationship and they took any onus for anything that they had in that relationship? Or did they just talk about how the other person was bad, they were crazy, they weren't for me, I tried all these things and it didn't work, right? How many people actually are honest and say, well, I had some problems in the relationship too. I could have been more of this. I could have been more of that. I wasn't as attentive. I made promises I didn't keep. I lied to people. You know what I mean? Like, how often does that really happen? Think about your dating history. Think about how many people actually owned up, and when they talked about their past relationships, they admitted any fault within that relationship. You know what I mean? Most people, again, are going to lie to you and tell you something that they think that you want to hear, right? Where you were great, but they just couldn't get better. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I take away from Sofia's music, is I feel like she was told and promised a lot of stuff, and it was a lot of like, you said it was going to be like this, and it never was. And a lot of times when you're in the younger side of life, right, when you're going through like your adolescence and your young adulthood, like, you still have a lot of your life left. And so relationships are going to grow and evolve, and you're going to grow and evolve with your relationships. So how you go into relationships and how you carry them into the next one are going to change and evolve. And unfortunately, the younger you are and the earlier in your life you are and the newer relationships that you're in, you're going to feel all the best and worst things of what that feels like. And so I feel for anybody that has had to go through, these terrible kinds of relationships. And I know a lot of times these things happen later in life too. You know what I mean? That not everybody grows up and not everybody becomes people, and learns how to grow up. But again, at the beginning of your life and your earlier stages of life, like, you just feel emotions and things so much differently, and you're still figuring out how to really even be with people. You know what I mean? How does a real relationship in your mind really look? What does that really look like? A lot of times when you're younger, you really don't know yet. You know what I mean? That's why I say, I'm like, I will admit, in my first, relationship back in the day, we're not going to bring up no specifics or nothing like that, where I had a lot of issues too. You know what I mean? I had to take responsibility for that, because I was a different guy back then. You know what I mean? I wouldn't make those mistakes today, but it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can act like you were ever perfect in a relationship, because nobody ever is. Think about even your friends. You're not a perfect friend of them every day too. You know what I mean? Like, there's always room to be better. And the best thing that we can try to do is just be open and honest with people and communicate. I feel like is the best thing. And you have to be open for communication. You have to be willing to hear your partner give you feedback and listen to what they say and take that into consideration. You're never going to be able to build a healthy relationship unless you do things like that. And sometimes it takes a long time to realize, you know what I mean? And that's why we get great music like this, where unfortunately something bad happened and it drew art out of it. You know what I mean? Where she had to go through pain, but now we're getting that story. And now I'm here trying to help spread the message of you don't have to live like that, and try to be weary of those signs. You know what I mean? Everybody deserves somebody to love them for who they are. If you're trying to change anybody, you're already in the wrong place. You know what I mean? Like, you have to, again, earlier tonight in the live stream, all of me loves all of you. You have to take people for their best and their worst if you do truly love them. So again, thank you so much for the suggestion. Thank you for getting me back on the Sofia train. And you guys got me talking again. She always does. She always does. She really did kind of put me in a better mood today. This is probably the most excited I've been about something in a minute, at least on camera. You know what I'm saying? At least on camera. Somebody sent me a song yesterday that really meant a lot to me. I'm gonna probably post it again tonight. So that's probably the thing that's probably have got me smiling the most, I think, in the last couple of days. But this one was a very, very close second. So thank you so much for the suggestion. If you have not joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room